What's going on, guys? My name is Michael SK and welcome back to the Fruit of Grisaia. Last time we got Machina a job and there's some strange shit going on between Michiru and Sachi. And also the reason why I know this, like, on the top of my head, I'm able to say it this fast is because this is my third attempt at an intro. I don't like doing intros, I just kind of want to get into the game. But I should state that I actually am feeling a little bit under the weather. I think I am coming down with the sickness, and by that I mean a cold. And it kind of feels like, you know, every other session or so with this goddamn playthrough, I've gotten sick or something like that. Maybe it's because this has been a long playthrough, but I honestly don't know. But regardless, let's get back into it. I'll record for about 40 minutes or so, or however long I can, and we'll just see where that goes. So, we're in the middle of Michiru and Sachi doing whatever it is we see them doing, I guess. Still straddling Michiru, Sachi grabs hold of her chin, and in a reasonable, I don't even know, of a KGB agent forcing a captive to drink huge amounts of water to wash away the traces of a truth serum, she violently presses the glass to her mouth. Oh, that's right. She's drinking like 100% acid or some shit.
Let's drink.
Oh, okay. I think people were saying in the last episode or two that this is literally fucked. I mean, there's no other way around the fact of this just being really fucked. I don't know.
美味しいですね。さあ、一滴もこぼさず全部飲むのです。豚のように鼻を鳴らしながら飲むのです。
This could be taken in a way that is not appropriate.
こんなにいっぱい飲めない。許して。
And so can that. I should really have like a counter or something, which counts how many of these fucking lines that these guys say that could just be taken out of context easily. But that would require a little bit more editing on my part and a little bit more patience, which I really don't have. It's 1 a.m. and I'm not feeling well, so...
それは萌え台詞ですか？軽いエロ台詞ですか？萌えキャラ気取りなんですか？
This is a side of Sachi that is absolutely scary, and just a side I can't explain or really understand. Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. Good thing it's summer vacation. I actually don't know why it's a good thing, but whatever.
なぜでしょう。こうして苦しみあえいでいるみちる様を見ていると背中がゾクゾクします。
I feel like that's foreshadowing something. Or maybe it's
基
nothing.
本私は M ですが、みちる様は私に S をお求めのようでしたので、ご要望とあれば私はどんな私にもなれる可能性を秘めているのです。まさに顧客満足度 100% の小峰措置でございます。通販型売上ナンバーワンメイドですね。
Oh, number one. Oh, okay.
言ってる意味がまるでわからないわよ。
You know, I was just thinking maybe there's someone else that may be number one. But I don't know. That's just me.
お見積もりはウェブで。だから無理やり飲む。
Okay, I'm really glad that coin that I flipped a few episodes ago landed on heads or whatever it was, and that we actually chose Machina, because I feel like Michiru does have a pretty damn good story to go through, but fuck my life, that's annoying. But then again, both are annoying. Whatever. What can I say? You two really get along, don't you? Ha ha ha.
ちょっとユージ、じゃないわよ。あんた笑ってないで助けなさいよ。このドイツメイド私の上からどかして。
Sorry, what? Didn't quite catch that. My hearing really seems to be going these days.
ふざけんな！みちる様、言葉遣いがお乱れですよ。
Ooh, I did notice that. Man, these excuses, they're just not good.
ずいぶんと騒がしいから来てみれば。あなたたち一体何をしているの？
Torture.
ゲボー！大丈夫？
Can't understand that.
誰がジュビコよ。
いいから助けなさいよ。助けてください。
まったく。小峰さん。はい、何でしょう。こんなに床を汚して一体誰が掃除をすると思っているの？
Well, who do you think?
私ですが。
Yeah, you kinda cornered yourself there.
そういえばそうね。じゃあいっか。
よくねー。
Yeah, that's kinda fucked right there. Alright. Don't burst a blood vessel. Hey, Sachi.
Yes, boss.
God damn it. Why don't you let the girl off the hook? Michiru's learned her lesson. I'm sure she'll drink the rest of it on her own. Right, Michiru?
飲むわよ。飲めばいいんでしょ。
Damn.
飲ませてください。ちゃんと全部飲みます。お腹がタプタプになるまで。
はい、大変良い心がけと存じます。
ひどい目にあった。
Yeah, that was definitely something.
そもそもどうしてこういうことになったわけ？説明してもらえるかしら。
Good question. Well, we started off talking about overcoming weaknesses, but I provide a brief summary of the situation, beginning with Makina's decision to take the part-time job.
イリスさんがパン屋でアルバイトをね。
Aw, it makes her happy. You know, if I actually do another route, probably gonna do Sakaki here. I feel like we gotta get inside. Okay, you know what? That actually sounds really bad the way I was about to pronounce that. But anyways, well, she's basically just helping out a little around the store during break. But I was hoping a little interaction with people outside the school might help the girl get over her shyness and teach her some common sense.
苦手を克服するのは大変素晴らしいことですので、この機会にぜひみちる様にも酸っぱいものを克服していただこうとした結果が先ほどの状態になります。
だったらサチ、あんたも苦手を克服しなさいな。あんたの苦手なものって何よ。
What the fuck is on the back of my phone case? I think my phone case, like, is getting torn up. Like, I was sliding it against my table and it's all rough. It's probably not a good thing.
実のところ、私は風見さんが苦手です。
Me?
はい。風見さんに頭を撫でられたり、
Oh my
抱きしめ
god.
られたりすると、背中がゾクゾクして動けなくなってしまうほど。
What the fuck is this all about, dude? What is these like, what is the deal of being pat on the head? I don't get it. I see. I wasn't aware, but I guess that's no excuse. I've been patting your head pretty thoughtlessly, haven't I? Sorry about that.
いえ、苦手を克服するのは大変重要なことです。今後も私に隙があれば、いつでも頭を撫でていただいて構いません。
She's just making up like excuses and she's just bullshitting this man.
サチ、あんたそれ卑怯よ。
はい、クエン酸のレモン割りをもう一杯おかわりですか？
あんた耳どこで落としてきた？拾ってきなさいよ。
Not to change the subject, but what are you all doing for summer vacation?
どうするとは？
Just wondering if you are planning on working part-time or heading home or what have you.
私は別にアルバイトの予定もないし、実家にも戻らないと思うわ。
私もずっと寮にいるかな。
私も特に用事はありませんし、帰る実家もありませんから。
God damn it, dude, don't say that! Because I actually know what that means. I see. Watching a gloomy atmosphere spread uniformly around the room, I wince a little inwardly. Seems like I shouldn't have asked this particular question.
そういうあんたはどうなのよ。
Me? Well, let's see. I don't have a home to go back to, but I guess there's a possibility I'll be called to my part-time job every once in a while. Ah, right. I'm also planning to visit a grave.
お墓参りですか？
My master's grave is up in the mountains in Yamanashi. I feel like I actually pronounced that correctly. Gets completely overgrown with weeds unless I clean it up once a year.
お掃除は得意ですから、お手伝いしましょうか？
That's alright. I want to do it myself. That's sort of what you do when you visit a grave, right?
はい。すみません。出過ぎた真似を。
Well, I appreciate the thought.
のほーい
Oh.
さっちーんお風呂空いたのよさ
And here comes the star of the show. Our conversation is interrupted by the arrival of a fresh-faced shrimp with a big grin on her face. Amane follows in her wake. Makina's arm is curled around a hot pink wash basin, whatever the fuck, containing not only the usual bath towel and soap, but also perhaps the single creepiest looking mutant of a duck or toy duck I've ever had the displeasure of laying eyes on.
あとは女の子さっちんだけなのよ入っちゃいな入っちゃいな
あ、うん。じゃあ、マキちゃんの飲み物用意したら入っちゃうね。
それはいいわよさっちゃん。マキナの分は私が用意するからお風呂入っちゃいなよ。
Yeah, just don't count to like 10,000 or whatever.
はい。じゃあ、風見さん、お先にお風呂いただきます。
It's alright, take your time.
ちょっとサーチ待ちなさいよ私ももう一度入るから
With a small bow in my direction, Sachi briskly heads up the stairs toward the bathroom, pursued by a quite literally sour-faced Michiru. Quite literally. The bath in this dorm has a full 8 faucets, and showers. Theoretically, everyone in the dorm could get in at the same time if they wanted to, but instead the residents have developed an unwritten protocol. Our solitude-loving Sakaki performs her ritual first, as to minimize the risk of human interaction. Generally, Michiru takes her turn immediately thereafter. As for why Michiru's the second up, it seems she refuses to go after Makina, who has something of a reputation for leaving the bath an utter mess. And once the Suedo Sundere is done, Amane and Makina take their turn together. Sachi always claims the final shot so that she can perform a little quick cleanup afterward. When I was thrown into the mix, it was generally agreed that I would enter only after all the women have had their turns, so as to reduce the potential for awkward mishaps.
いいお湯だったのよパパも一緒に入ればよかったのに
Oh, I'm definitely not wanting to do that. I don't think Chizuru would be too pleased if I pulled a stunt like that.
学園長が文句言わなかったら一緒に入るつもり？
Yeah. The bathroom's got 8 separate showers. I don't see why it'd be a problem.
そういう問題じゃないような気がするな。でも確かに私が体洗ってる間マキナを見ててくれると助かるのよね。この子油断してるとお風呂で寝ちゃうから危ないし。
Well, I didn't even know that was a possibility. That a fact. Guess that would explain why Amane almost always goes in with her.
それじゃ私は失礼して部屋に戻らせてもらうわ。
Alright, thanks for announcing it.
おやすみ。
ねえパパみんなで集まって何のお話してたの
Memes. Oh, right, we were just discussing our plans for the summer vacation. Amane, you're gonna go back to visit your family, right?
と言ってもまだ先の話だけどね。それに実家って言っても母方のおじいちゃんおばあちゃんの家だし。
I find it interesting. In the anime, I felt like everyone had like something to do in the summer vacation. Obviously, there was only one summer vacation compared to this visual novel, where you just relive the summer vacations over with, I guess, different situations. But in the anime, everyone had something to do, and with here, no one has anything to do. It's kind of weird.
マネーのおばあちゃんち京都なのよすっげえ美人だけどすっげえ怖いのよさ
You've met her?
去年の夏休みにね。この子を寮に置いていくわけにもいかなかったから一緒に京都に連れてったのよ。
なんかねすっげえ高そうな着物着ててねそんでキセルでタバコ吸ってたあれはあれな料亭のおかみじゃなくてどう見てもその筋の姉さんなのよさ
Madams.
人のおばあちゃんを何だと思ってやがる。
なんか変な人
The woman strange enough to be called weird by Machina? We must be talking about a pretty damn peculiar individual here.
変じゃないってば。
でも初対面でいきなり大ボケかましてたのよさ。
A setup line?
いやだからさ、私がおばあちゃん家の扉開けて「こんにちは」って声かけたら奥からおばあちゃんが出てきたんだけどさ。
玄関口であまねえじゃなくて私に向かって「遠いとこよう来はったな」って言ったのよ。
What the fuck?
そんでまあマキナの顔をガッと掴んだかと思ったら、いやしばらく見えひんかったらえらい縮んでしまって、今年の夏はえらい暑いよってなって。
Wow, your grandma is totally not weird.
軒下につられたたくあんじゃあるまいし縮まないっての。
Is the woman senile? Sounds like quite the entertaining grandmother.
マキナ、あんた今年も一緒に行く？また今年も浴衣着てお祭り行こっか。
ああ、いいな。去年作ってもらった浴衣まだ着れっかな。
大丈夫じゃない？あんた全然背伸びてないし。
I hope that's not an insult and more of a compliment. A yukata, eh? Come to think of it, I guess that'd be a pretty good look for a stumpy little barrel like Machina.
それは褒められているのか？
Okay, you... Whatever. I was gonna say something, but whatever. I don't even want to argue with a fictional character. On the other hand, Amane, would a yukata... I hope I'm saying these right, or is it... I don't know how else to say it. Yukata? Whatever. Really work out so well with this distinctly un-Japanese figure? I know what these are. I just can't pronounce it. If the girl's not very careful, I've got a feeling she might end up resembling one of those ladies you find wandering around the red light district after dark. I know what you mean.
なんで私をジロジロ見る？
Well, Amane, my friend, a word of advice from me to you. When wearing a yukata, try not to saunter around the streets with a bottle of lotion in one hand.
歩くかボケ。つか、あんたが私を見ながら何を想像したのか大体わかったわよ。
Wow, is it that obvious?
つうかさ、今年はユージも来る？
No, I'll pass.
遠慮ならいらないよ。部屋ならいっぱいあるし、料理屋だから食事も心配ないし、何も予定がないならおいでよ。
Thing is, I'm on call at my part-time job. I don't know when they'll want me, and I need a fairly good reason to leave the prefecture. God damn it. There's paperwork to fill out and everything.
そっか、残念だね。
I'll enjoy myself in my own way, wink wink. Don't worry about it.
ごめんね。
Nothing to apologize for. Thanks for inviting me. In the first place, if I did tag along to meet that grandmother of hers, I'm not quite sure how I could respond to having my cheeks firmly pinched. Let alone the Lord Almighty. Hasn't been a long time since I saw you, but you sure have turned into a man. Guess it was a long rainy season this year, gag she might well hit me with. And even if the company were to give me permission to leave the prefecture, there's a good chance I'd still be summoned when necessary. Worst case scenario, they might end up landing a helicopter on the old lady's lawn. Fundamentally speaking, enjoying a vacation like anyone else is a privilege not extended to those of us who live with a chain locked firmly around our necks. Even so, my summer begins normally enough.